you will see how strong your stomach, your liver, your head, your ligaments, you will see how strong you are by the end of that day. Breakfast starts at 5. Don't, not to mention, don't say if you're riding on the float. If you're riding on the float, excuse me, your first drink is at 4. The amount of alcohol that is being bought on Mardi Gras Day is like record breaking. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Don't mind me, I'm a little low on energy today. And I'm gonna tell you why in a second, you know. Got my dog Too Fresh in here today. We run a two-man show. Rucker had to go do some things with El Chapo. You know, we got nicknames for all our significant others. Yeah, she just got so lucky to be called El Chapo. I'm pretty sure she'll see this. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. What's up, Fresh? I feel like I ain't talked to you all weekend.
No, man, a lot been going on, bro. This trying to stay above water, you feel me?
I feel that, bro. It's been crazy out here in these streets of New Orleans. No, man. If look, let me tell you something. At the time of this recording, Mardi Gras was yesterday. If you don't know, no, it wasn't in Mobile. No, it wasn't in no other place other than New Orleans. Homegrown. Get your mind right. Look, I'm gonna talk about Mardi Gras leader. Trust me, I'm gonna talk about Mardi Gras leader. But we gonna kick the show off with my dog Fresh and what he got to say today. What we got, brother?
We gonna always kick it off with sports because that's what we do. We some junkies, you know how it is.
Yeah, it's.
Unfortunately, right now it's that rough patch. Ain't nothing on, unless you're a diehard
Hockey.
hockey fan, and that's because of the Olympics and the NBA All Star break at the time of this recording had just passed. What did you think about the NBA All Star break, if you even watched anything?
All right, so I caught a snippet of the game itself. Like, actually, when I was getting my wing stop earlier, I saw they had the replay of the game, so I kind of saw what the format and stuff was like. It wasn't. I don't like it because it seemed like the game itself. They trying so hard to make this competitive, bro. Like, I don't know what it is about today's basketball and like back in the '90s when I grew up, even early 2000s, we had competitive like sports. All-star games for the three major sports as a whole just really been like going down the drain. Like the players put themselves, which they should rightfully put themselves first over playing a meaningless game. The level of competition, as I stated before, is like bare bones. You can see that they don't want to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the '90s when they played on AstroTurf for the Hall of Fame game, you had people that really had that competitive bone in their body. Um, Back in the '90s, like it ain't matter what they was doing, they ain't want to lose. And you got today people just saying it's just basketball and can't play 82 games. You know, that boy Kawhi Leonard was turned up in that thing, hitting threes from everywhere on the floor. From what I saw, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Kawhi ain't really played a lot this year, so if anybody should have energy, it should have been him. And then it
I
was
can
it
see
was in LA. It was a whole thing where he almost didn't even make the All Star game.
it.
You know,
Yeah.
I truly believe you gotta scrap it, man. If it gives us a better product, scrap it. Let them take a week and a half off if that means that they're going to have full competitive integrity during the season.
Correct.
Right now it's just, you know, somebody's dropped 35 points, no signs of injury. The very next night, they on the injury report.
Yeah.
They can say what they want about our era of basketball, which is the golden era, but superstars and journeymen, on average, they played 70.
Mm-hmm.
You really had to be injured because guess what? Back in those days, that was opportunity for the dude that's sitting on the bench behind you. Go ahead, sit out with that injury. And the next man up was really the next man up, and you was gonna see your way out the door unless you was a marquee player. You know what I'm saying? So I just think now it's just so much. It's almost turned into wrestling. This is it's for entertainment. You know, with the gambling and everything, it's like the sports integrity has been compromised, and it has been compromised for years. You know, so I just say scrap it, man. And like Melo and them was talking about, drop down, go 64 games,
If
go
they go
60.
64 games, they gotta get. You go 64 games, you gotta give me a more competitive All Star game because
No, I'm
it's
talking about no All Star game.
64 and no All Star.
64 and no All Star.
Well, if you do 64 games, I feel like you still gotta have the break. But I feel like if y'all reducing the games, you gotta give me an All Star game, but make that competitive. Cause now you lose not on basketball. That's just me. You lose not on basketball. Now you got all these different games in between. They run around the court and do all this passing and all that kind of stuff. Like I don't know. I kind of miss them MTV Rock and Jock days. You know what I'm saying? When they had the goal way up at the top and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. Like I miss those type of days. But I want to know what you feel or how you feel about Damian Lillard not playing an ounce of basketball all season and then getting the 3-point competition and winning, of course.
WWE, like I said, ain't no way he shouldn't have been allowed. Just from the standpoint, if something happens to him and he re-injures himself, the NBA more than likely will be liable for that.
Absolutely.
How can they not be liable? This dude has already been declared out for the season, but he's healthy enough to come back for the All Star game to win the 3-point con. Come on, man, this is storybook, bro. This seems like Vince McMahon and Triple H is behind the scenes writing the script, man.
Yeah, I didn't like it too much either, especially when you got a guy like Trey Murphy who was like absolutely lighting it up behind three. One of the last Pelican game I watched. Yes, I am a Pelicans fan. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
Uh, the last Pelicans game or one of the last Pelicans games I watched, the man hit 12 threes. That was like a record for the year or whatever. I think Steph hit 12 and somebody else hit 12. I forgot what it was. But you snub somebody like him and put Damian Lillard in, which all respect, but you ain't give nothing to the season of basketball this year. So
Not at all.
I ain't hating, but I just don't feel like Damian Lillard should have been in that spot. And I'm pretty sure the two of us aren't the only ones that feel that way. Yeah, it was good to see you, brother, but you could have put on, some clothes and shit. You could have rapped for them dudes coming out, but you ain't have to participate and snub
Absolutely.
somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like you taking the light away from another star or star in the making. You know what I'm
Starting
saying?
to make.
Star on the rise.
But you know what? Also, though, JC, I feel like if you continue the All Star game, you have to revamp the way players are elected.
Hmm.
I don't mean no harm, and I'm sure I'm probably gonna catch some flack, but LeBron shouldn't have been in the game.
At all.
Steph shouldn't have been there.
At all.
They're great players. I'm not taking nothing away, but what did they do this year of basketball? This current year of basketball to be, worthy of being there. I just didn't see that from them, that they should have been there.
No. Steph missed a lot of games. LeBron talking about load management and all that kind of stuff, and you stopping your wine and your chocolate chip cookies, but you still like stop it. You still can't dribble. Look, I can go all day about LeBron and things that he can't do. Then he won't call himself a goat, but I'm a save that for another day because one thing I've heard I learned about opinions. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got one.
Mm-hmm.
And like the GOAT discussion, everybody has an opinion about that. I just never knew that in order to be greatest of all time, it comes with 6 losses. That's just me. Another thing I want to point out about the All Star weekend that was absolute ass was the dunk contest. I picked Jackson Hayes to win the dunk contest. This man went out there and just did some old regular dunk on the first go around. You got another dude trying to get what he did. He had the side of the backboard almost broke his his
He
back.
did. He did. He's out for the remainder of the season. You know who kid that is?
That's
That's
Richardson, huh?
Jason Richardson's son.
He did the first dunk fine, but yeah, bro. Now he over that being Mike Tyson. He broke his back and his spinal.
Yeah, he did something to his upper wrist. He fractured something. I don't know. It didn't look good from the clip I saw on TikTok.
I
You know,
saw it live. I wondered if the floor all right, cause boy, it was a high way up and a long way down, bro. Like I just feel like it's certain things, like it's only so much creativity you can do when it comes to the dunk contest anyway. Like we pretty much seen everything that you could possibly see, but I see clips all the time where you got some dunks that you haven't seen. You have some you have some stuff that you haven't seen, like stuff in a basketball game in high school or like some of these like AAU stuff. People be doing some crazy insane dunks like
it's
on the outside.
actually it's actually a group. Is I think they call it the Dunk Academy.
Hmm.
We only get to see the finished product. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure the coming up with some of this stuff is just like, you know. But why not make that a platform for them? If you're not gonna get the marquee names, if you're not gonna have the who's who in the dunk contest, let's be real. Nobody wants to see Jason Richardson's son. Nobody wants to see Jackson Hayes. No, nobody wants to see those guys. Give me Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it can happen where, these guys work with the Dunk Academy, in the off season, or you know what I'm saying? Hey, I plan on being in the dunk contest for 2027. They give you a package, put together a plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the creativity is gone.
Hmm.
Like you pretty much said, we've seen everything from jumping over cars to jumping over people to tribute dunks. Like none of it is exciting anymore.
Think you can come in with excitement, like displaying how high you can jump. That's pretty much like if you ain't pulling out those Vince Carter like tricks at this point, and we can all agree that he is the goat of dunking. Like I know they have some people that can do their thing, but ain't nobody out dunking Vince Carter, bro.
Mm-mm.
And he ain't already like I mean most of the NBA players are halfway to the rim, but you know what I'm saying? I'm 5'10" and I'm halfway to the rim 10 feet tall. However, you ain't seeing nobody put their arm in the net. All the insane stuff that he did,
Yeah,
dunking.
yeah. That was an insane.
Then you got the winner. He over there, he couldn't stop dancing. Like, it's
I thought he was playing Fortnite. He was emoting so much.
they be having them emotes on 2K like that. It's crazy. Like you can do team emotes and all kind of extra stuff. And after I didn't even watch who won. No, I did because he won. He won it.
Hmm.
Yeah. I could scrap the dunk contest. Real for real. Cause like you see, you're not getting no real players in it. Everybody's so overprotective. Like you played basketball all your life and now you worrying about getting like the most hurt. That makes no sense to me.
I think
You are your brand.
out of all the professional sports, I think baseball is the only one that got it right because
Baseball has it right.
it actually means something. And I don't understand why in the NBA, why you don't do that same thing or something to where it actually means something.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball, them boys be out there playing like it's a real game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're trying to win home field for the respective side. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it actually means something.
That means a
But
lot.
you know, football players, I guess back in the day, it was going to Hawaii. I guess that was I get to take my family to Hawaii. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
they should
Like
go back to Hawaii too.
I think that stadium over there, needs a lot of work.
It does.
And I think that was man. It's manned by the. I think that's actually on the military's land, if I'm
Mm-hmm.
mistaken, because I know the military used to send a whole bunch of people to the Pro Bowl every year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure what the direct affiliation is, but that area needs some work to it. I mean, and I guess if I got to go, selected to a Pro Bowl and I get to take my family to Hawaii on somebody else's dime. Some of these dudes got 6, 7 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to get 6, 7 kids to Hawaii is expensive,
Yeah, it is.
and so
I think they said something about the stadium being like in like the location and something dealing with the water and the sand and all that kind of stuff.
mhm.
It's like a lot of wear and tear just from like the surrounding atmosphere. That's kind of got it or what it is. But I mean, it's been up for forever too. You don't have to enclose it. Like I don't feel like Hawaii should have a dome.
No,
Like that
no,
don't
no.
make no
I mean,
sense.
but the NFL, you talk about a tax-free $1 trillion corporation. Throw some money in it.
Speaking of tax free, we go bounce to the Super Bowl real briefly. You knew that California, like having a Super Bowl in California is insane, bro. Like Sam Darnold had to come up out of money just to play and win a Super Bowl. Like, why is these taxes in California so crazy like that? So they don't need to have another Super Bowl in California, like nowhere.
And that's what the talk was. Ex-player said that over the last week. He was saying until they change it's the job tax in California.
James Harrison.
Yeah, Harrison and somebody else,
It
but
was him and Joe Hayden on the pod together.
it was like until that's changed, man, we need to do away with Super Bowls out there. You know,
Yeah, it makes no sense.
it doesn't. It really doesn't. But I'm not a numbers guy. I can't tell you exactly what all that means. But
Yeah,
if they complaining about it,
it's real.
it's real. You know what I'm saying?
So, I hope they get that together because that's insane. Pick it back to what you said about baseball, then we can move on to the next role. The pitchers, this is when I say this, the pitchers have too much pride into giving up a home run, even for the fans. They're not about to have, the home run derby was the day before. Y'all want to see balls go over the fence. That's what we have, dads coming out and throwing it to their sons. People have those relationships. But in this game, like you say, we're trying to win home field advantage for the World Series if we make it. And I'm a pitcher. I'm not about to give up no home run. And I know the rest of my pitching counterparts down here, most of us are starters, aces.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't giving up no home runs. So I commend baseball for keeping the game competitive, even though, because you don't see many runs scored, some people would think it's a boring game because a lot of people call baseball boring. You really get to see a high level of competition for, it's not a meaningless game, but it's an exhibition game.
Correct. Correct. I totally agree. Baseball got it right.
Sir, what we got? No, it's not on me. No, it's on you.
It's on you. Moving right along.
I mean, I tied in with the All Star game and all that kind of stuff. So,
Okay. 10 4.
yeah.
So I got a question.
What you got?
Lately, the warden has been expressing that I've been hiding my crazy. But she only says this at one point in time during the day, and that's when I'm driving. So my question is, what infuriates you while you're driving? Because I done been on the phone with you and I done heard, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what is
Man,
what is it that just really grinds your gears?
where do I start? So I have a bit of a commute from home to work to home, and I am one of those left lane drivers. I'm not a left lane slower upper. I don't be in the left lane. I try not to be in my phone. Like it's a thing. Everybody picks up their phone maybe once or twice when they're driving at least. I try not to. So when people are on their phone in the left lane, when people are driving 80 miles an hour in the left lane, or 70 miles an hour in the left lane, or not allowing to pass in the left lane, and you in the left lane, you hit them with the high beams, that is, excuse me,
Mm-hmm.
and I pass. That is not a sign of disrespect. I shouldn't be getting flipped off by no fucking 60-year-old women because I'm simply asking you to get your slow ass out the fucking way. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't. Yeah, that's one thing that grinds my gears. Number two is when people like to jump over, zigzag. Not so much zigzag. I understand the zigzagging. You have your people that naturally do just drive zigzag crazy or whatever, but you got people like me that's just trying to go around somebody that's holding up the left lane traffic, and I might have to zigzag to get there. But if you get in front of me, use your fucking blinker. Like, just common courtesy. I'll 9 times out of 10 let you slide over anyway. I'm gonna flash my beam and say slide over, but I don't like when people just jump over on me, and not use their blinkers. Like, especially if my grill is in your back seat. Like, you can't, in the rearview mirror, you can't see my headlights, and you trying to just jump over on me. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if I had a grill on my car, I would just like knock your shit loose, like, and would not care about it. And other people that's just like just driving, no sense of nothing, just foot on the gas, just going, don't know what's around them, don't know their left from right, just no straight. But two for sure. The left lane, driving slow, no blame.
So for me, I don't know where these people came from, but it was just like overnight, somebody pulled up with an 18 wheeler and dumped all these bikes in the
I
city.
knew it was coming.
I don't know where they came from. Like legit, like just overnight. They don't have a care in the world. To them, they feel like they are driving the biggest truck. They blow through stop signs, they blow through red lights. Out here they even doing wheelies. You know what I'm saying? They just like it literally nothing could be wrong with me if I see one. Like I'm literally going to 100 off the break. You know what I'm saying? So that one. And then two, I feel like if you have Maryland or DC or Virginia tags and you're in a certain area, that's because you frequent this area. You work in this area. You know someone that live in this area. I hate when people get in turn only lanes
Mm-hmm.
to go straight.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
want to fucking rip my roof off. You hear me? Like I literally have to just sit there and just like, and especially when she with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I call her the pedestrian lawyer. Everybody else is right except for me. You know what I'm saying? Did you not see that person going in the crosswalk? Did you not see?
Stop it.
And it's like, okay, you know what? You right. You right. You got it. I'm not gonna argue, but the driver in me, like, I want to turn into Ricky Bobby and just start smashing shit on the street. Like, and I don't know where it came. I've been driving. I'm 45. I've been driving since I was 16 years old, bro. Like, it's never been a rush to get places. I mean, as soon as the light turned green, you just hear people honking. Like, where did this start, bro? Like, and
I think it's NASCAR.
I just feel like it just happened overnight. There was no gradual change, bro. It's just like everybody just woke up one morning and said, okay, you know what? Everything got to be in a rush.
There's the D for Russia.
Yeah, so that's just I just wanted to ask that and just see, you know, how you and how everybody else felt about, do they notice themselves having an out of body experience while they're driving?
Yeah, man. My youngest daughter thinks I'm a cool driver. My oldest thinks I forgot what word she used, but she don't think it's cool. I am a very defensive driver,
Mm-hmm.
and I know what I'm doing. So put y'all blinkers on and get the fuck out the left lane. I'm pass. So, this weekend was not this weekend. Well, basically, I'm in the what was the week of Mardi Gras, like the ending or whatever. Mardi Gras starts in the beginning of every year up until Ash Wednesday. And today is Ash Wednesday at the time of this recording. So Saturday is the big Endymion parade. And then there's Bacchus on Sunday. And you got Orpheus on Monday. And then you have Mardi Gras Day, which comes with Zulu and the other parade and the trucks. You know how I feel about when I see the others. When I see anybody as the other, you know how I feel about that. So, all right, cool. Saturday was Valentine's Day. To everybody else, to everybody in the world, you seeing this right now, you not in New Orleans. It was Valentine's Day for you Saturday. So, I really and truthfully hope that y'all enjoyed y'all love time and all the things that Valentine's Day entails. For me, we exchange gifts, small gestures, symbols of I love youism. But I want to ask you, bro, like, how do you feel about Valentine's Day? Because Valentine's Day is important to a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? We don't really care. But if you are a person that kind of gives your woman the world 365 days of the year, what's the point of Valentine's again?
I rock with Valentine's Day just because it's another day to celebrate. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't. It's not up there with my birthday. It's not up there with Christmas. You know what I'm saying? But it's just another little holiday that you can enjoy. With your significant other. You know what I'm saying? We exchange, like you said. Gifts. It ain't like Christmas or your birthday, but a little something, something. And I guess it's the person that you with. Do you enjoy their company?
What time?
For me, getting to kick it, hang out, go out to dinner, do a little something, something, show appreciation. I rock with Valentine's Day.
You know, I just feel like I can't say every day is Valentine's Day because uh I'm not constantly okay. The love is there, if that's what we're talking about. The love of whatever Valentine represents. A loving person. I love language is physical touch. Also words of affirmation because I feel like people need to like be reassured some things. You love the person you with, but don't stop telling. That don't mean you gonna stop telling them I love you. You know what I'm saying every day. It's reassurance. I feel like Valentine's Day is really and truthfully dedicated for the women. Like it's a whole bunch of red all over, red roses, red box of candy, this, that, and the third. What the fuck? What we gonna get? Some fucking red boxes with some hearts on them. You know what I'm saying? Some red socks with Cupid arrow on it and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not gonna go into history and all that kind of stuff because this is not what that podcast for. And personally, I don't have my sources down pat to be sitting up here and spitting no uh fictional stuff. So once I get my ducks in a row, I'm gonna come back to you on the Valentine's Day thing. But I show my lady, what it's like to be loved 24/7. Having a bad day, she might get some words of affirmation. Or I might pull up on her and bring her some flowers. She's not doing candy right now, so I might have to go bring her some pineapples. It's a small gestures. You know what I'm saying? But personally, if I had to have something on Valentine's Day as a man, just give me some romance. Take whatever money you was gonna spend on me, go to somewhere where you can get some sexy stuff and do some sexy stuff. That's all. I'm cool. I'm simple. But we sweet dial women all the time. So Valentine's Day it kind of puts you in this spot where do you want me to sit up here and give you the world on one day and forget the other 364, or do you want me to continue doing what I do and then Valentine's Day come?
But I think I, I
It's not
think
over the top.
I think though, for people like me and you, because of the breed that we are, you feel what I'm saying? I don't think we fall into that category.
Hmm.
Whereas I'm sure, listening to your wife when she on the phone with her girlfriends, I'm pretty sure you hear the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all
But
the time.
they can't go back and give that same information because that's not the person you are. So while they saying, oh, these niggas don't do shit, they don't take me out, they don't do shit, your wife can't agree to that because she's not in that realm. She doesn't know what that is. So she's just being a listening piece versus feeding back with that toxic energy. And most of the people that you see, spewing these type of theories online, Facebook, Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Just take a look at them outside of February, because they're gonna be more conscious, knowing, my birthday's coming up. February, Valentine's Day. Check them out during the summertime. See, that they even mention anything. They don't mention anything, bro. The half of them don't even post until you dudes, oh, y'all need to line up, y'all need to do this, y'all need to do. Well, you need to find you a dude that's going to give you what you need throughout the year than just this one time of the year. And if you ask most women, I think they'll rather have that dude that's doing what he's supposed to do throughout the year than just one day out of the year.
You're right, cause I done got some dudes in trouble or whatever because of the stuff that I do more so on a daily basis. You heard during my wedding,
Mm-hmm.
and I probably got you in trouble. I know I got Rucker in trouble because my woman don't touch a door, so she does not touch a door. When she by herself, I'm not about to jump out the sky and say, "All right, here,
Right,
open the
right,
door," and
right.
snapping them out. But when we together, no car door, no store door. You know what I'm saying? She don't even touch a revolving door. None of that. She don't know what that's like. And, I might get some dudes in trouble, but that's my choice. That is what I set for me in mind. That's what
Right.
I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Just give her some real queen treatment. You know.
Hmm.
We here today, so I apologize, fellas, if I get y'all in trouble. You know. It's just a door. It's just a door. So, you know, I'm a photographer. You know, I took some time out during the last few days of Mardi Gras season with my camera and did some things. Man, these shots I got crazy, man. These shots I had so crazy. Y'all can follow my Instagram page, my photo page, JC 17 photos somewhere, a dot somewhere up in there. But if you put JC 17, you'll see. You'll see my logo. Hi, you'll see my logo. So Zulu was yesterday on Mardi Gras Day, as I said, and this is one of the throws. This is a coconut. This is actually half a coconut, but this one is one of the cooler ones. I never seen one with the beard, and they got real creative with this one. This one is a half, and these are like one of the things that these are one of the main things that they throw in the Zulu parade. When you go out to Zulu, this is what you're going after, and this is a whole one. There's no milk in here. It's absolutely dry. Come on, focus for me. Focus. Not on me. Get off me. There we go. All right. So as you can see, this is when, if I'm not mistaken, this is when Zulu started, 1916. And fun fact, they're actually down the street from my employment. So I see Zulu parties and Zulu things all throughout the year. But what they do is they take and drain the milk out of the coconut, and then they just it might focus again, like it might not. They just paint it all kind of different colors and decorate it to whatever they want. Nothing in particular. And it's a souvenir. This one's for 26. This is when we go call him Fetty, because until I fix his eye.
Ah.
Until I fix his eye. But let me tell you something. If you ain't experienced Mardi Gras in New Orleans, you don't know what you're missing. Don't go to Mobile. Don't go nowhere else. They had people here. People come here to go to Mardi Gras. I ain't never seen or heard nobody say, "Oh, I'm going." No celebrity for sure. Ain't say, "Oh, I'm about to go run a Mobile and see what that Mardi Gras like." I seen a video where they pulling the flutes. I saw not one band. I saw Google people. Yeah, y'all got the people right, but man, y'all ain't got no Mardi Gras, bro. I ain't about to sit up here and have a debate with y'all, bro. Who started first?
Mm-mm.
Who do it better? Yeah, Chance the Rap out there. Keith Lee was out here. Keith Lee ain't going to Alabama. Come on, man. He on Alabama, but bro, that's the D. One thing about Mardi Gras D is you will see how strong your stomach, your liver, your head, your ligaments, you will see how strong you are by the end of that day. Breakfast starts at 5. No, not to mention, don't say if you're riding on the float. If you're riding on the float, excuse me, breakfast starts at 3. Your first drink is at 4. The amount of alcohol that is being bought on Mardi Gras Day is like record breaking. You know where I'm at. Like I said, I'm in New Orleans. You probably hear the accent. There's no time limit when we could buy liquor. If you don't have no liquor before you can get on the float, you can go walk to the store and grab what you need on
CVS.
the route. Yeah, CVS on Canal, you know the gas stations be full of everything, bro. I had me some breakfast. I had a breakfast sandwich from a unknown place. I'm not putting them people out there like that. It was great. I went to work. I went to the city. I left work. Yeah, it was Mardi Gras Day. Woo, woo. I put a tip bar. Tell you that, look. I put a dent in that Hennessy, dog. Like it was crazy. It was so crazy, bro. I'm really, to be honest with y'all, I'm being 100. Like, subscribe, comment too. By the way, I am really pushing through right now. Cause if you only knew. But again, I got some good shots. So I know the crew say we trying to make it happen next year. And that'd be cool. I turn 40 next year, so that'd be cool. Y'all come down here for Mardi Gras, and y'all get to see our master at work with that camera you did.
Yeah, for sure. That boy is sniper with that camera. Y'all make sure
Man.
check out his Instagram, like he said, man. It's kind of cool. You know, I've been watching his process and his journey, man. If you're gonna do something, do it full out, man. You know, you don't have to be very knowledgeable at anything, but when you put your mind to something, you should at least aim to be great at it. You know, you might miss by a little bit, but you know, aim to be great. Don't half step because you never know what avenues, what doors God may have in store for you, and you just haven't even tapped into your full potential. So whether that's taking pictures, whether that's playing an instrument, whether it's playing sports, you literally don't know. But I feel like everybody was born with a gift, and it's up to you to figure out what your gift is. What are you passionate about? What do you go hard for? Like, period. What do you go hard for? Man, why you go so hard when you talk about cars?
Yeah.
Maybe cars is where you should be. You know what I'm saying? Like for real business. So in your circle, man, just push your peers, man. You know, tell them get out there, experiment. Ain't nobody saying it's gonna be cheap, but bruh, make the investment in yourself because nobody's gonna invest in you. Invest in yourself, man, and that way when you get to taxing people, your price is your price, and you justify at whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my 2 cents on that. But he's a sniper with that camera, and I've been
Boy,
watching.
spit physics out here. Giving that gospel, you know what I'm saying? We coming at y'all with some real talk today though, talk.
So we about to be on our exchange, and we about to get ready to get up out of here. You know,
The
like
floor is yours, brother.
like he said, Rucker can't be with us because him and El Chapo out enjoying. You know, special time for them. So you know, pretty sure when she see this, you know, hey, don't hurt me. But I guess what I have for today is kind of like twofold. I've been watching developments on just things. So my question is, what makes things more true, valuable when a woman says it versus when a man says it?
Remember, I'm still yesterday.
So, I got you. I got you. What things that a woman say more truthful or more factual than when a man says the same exact thing?
Think women just kind of like want to take you through the ringer to get to their point, and like men are more direct and just eventually finding a common middle ground. to get to the same spot. But I just feel like depending on, the woman you're dealing with, some of them just want to be loud to get their point across and thinking just because you're loud that you're right. And, you got dudes that's, monotone like myself that just want to talk and say things pretty much the same thing you're saying, but in a lighter tone to not have. It's emotions. Emotions are tied into it. You know what I'm saying? Women have their emotional spaces and stuff, and men do too. It's not saying that we can't get tired of our emotions. We just don't do it as often.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, we have a lot more on our shoulders than to worry about emotions, especially over, I don't want to call it petty arguments or petty disagreements. Something that's really like not moving the needle when I got to worry about if I'm going to get pulled over by, somebody with a billy club and he not having a good day. You know what I'm saying? And now I got to leave out my house with this misunderstanding on my brain, and now me and Officer Friendly having words and stuff not going right in my end because I left the house mad
Mm-hmm.
versus having a regular human conversation. You know, I might have went all over the place with that one, but I really truly think it's like more the emotion part, the roller coaster of the emotions with the women. Because they don't get the reaction they want out of us, it turns for the worst sometimes. It's not all the time. I'm not bashing women. Y'all are great in my book. I promise you.
And
Don't hurt me.
I'm kind of along the same wavelength. Maybe it's the air sign. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
I think women are just naturally emotional. For our era, I can't speak on the new generation, but I'm saying for our era, you've always heard statements like men not supposed to cry, men not supposed to do this, men not supposed to do that. Be a man. You know what I'm saying? And it hardens you and you develop a callus on your personality.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas women, they're allowed to be emotional their entire life. From having imaginary friends. You know what I'm saying?
I had
You
an
know,
imaginary friend. I was my only child, so I
I'm
had to have
saying,
an imaginary
well, see, that's different. You was the only child, but no, I'm just saying, like, they're allowed to explore their emotional side from a very young age.
friend. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Men, depending on the dynamics of your family, do you come from a big mama type family where there's multiple uncles, multiple aunts, mommy, daddy, grandma, granddad? You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on the dynamics. Was you raised by the streets? Were you raised by the neighborhood before you hit the streets? It's a lot of dynamics that play into it as a man than it does a woman. So I think with, like you said, with men, myself in speaking, I'm more of a peace. I just want peace. I don't want to have to fight the world and then come home and have to fight you as well. That's why a lot of dudes don't go home.
What do?
They don't go home because home isn't a safe haven. You know what I'm saying? Like they know if they go home, it's gonna be drama. So just give me peace. I fight the world all day. When I come home and everybody has, disagreements. There's gonna be ups and there's gonna be downs. But just soften it and understand where I'm coming from and just think about what a man has to deal with on a daily basis versus what a woman has to deal with.
It's real talk. And I do want y'all to know, at some point in time, along this podcast that we're doing, there will be controversy. There will be disagreements. We're S signs, so we kind of agree on a lot. But it's going to be stuff that we don't see eye to eye. You know what I'm saying? I am the baby of the group. I will say that. So I'm not argumentative or nothing, but, I don't see stuff in a further light, 5, 6 years ahead of me. 5 years, 6 years, something like that. But it will happen at some point, And I just want to end this show by asking you a simple question. It's the last thing. You hear me? What you ate today?
After hitting the gym this morning, I had some sliced chicken breast with salad with some steamed
Kale.
yeah, some steamed kale. And then for dinner, I had leg quarter, some black beans, and a salad.
Have you ever tried kale before? You eat kale a lot? So I'm not a green person, you know, not literally, but I tried asparagus for the first time. I did a party Saturday and I tried asparagus. Hey, I'm gonna start adding that to my repertoire. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's a wrap on today's show. Man, look, I made it through. Y'all should be proud of me. I didn't even have a drink today. I made it through. So this is JC. That is DJ Toothfresh. And that is an interruption, but I don't think we will kiss. We out, man.
Yeah,
Till next time.
to next